Say it's a pledge that isn't needed and one that could hurt Canada's competitiveness on a global scale. Jordan Canagan explains.
Mark Carney's first act as Prime Minister threw a wrench into the Conservatives' plan for a carbon tax election, but Pierre Poilievre's party isn't putting the axe the tax signs away.
A common sense, Canada First Conservative government will repeal the entire carbon tax.
Carbon pricing is a tale of two taxes, a consumer levy and pricing on big emitters. Carney signed a directive to have the tax on fuel and natural gas removed on April 1st. Industrial carbon pricing is another system altogether.
These would be facilities like oil sands facilities, electric generators, and factories that produce things that emit a large amount, so above a threshold.
Just 4 provinces and territories use the federal industrial carbon backstop: Prince Edward Island, Nunavut, Manitoba, and the Yukon. The rest operate carbon pricing provincially. Alberta was the first to implement regulations in 2007.
Our company, Strathcona, is taking the risk on the future price of carbon. Now, the reason we took the risk of the future price of carbon is because we think sequestered carbon is a community good.
Getting rid of the federal policy wouldn't necessarily get rid of the industrial carbon tax altogether, and economists say doing so would have little impact on the average consumer.
That's why it's a well-designed policy, doesn't have large pass-through to consumers.
The Canadian Climate Institute says industrial carbon pricing is the most efficient and economical way to cut emissions, and some international markets, such as the EU, are now requiring trading partners to have carbon pricing on large emitters.
So if Canada's going to remove ours, and we want to trade more with Europe, we're going in the wrong direction.
Jordan Canagan, CTV News, Calgary.
A statement from Canada's energy minister calls the Conservative